go, let's go.
You love the first Space Jam because you were like 8. Now, it's time for the next generation to get their own Looney Tunes NBA crossover. But while the first
Don't
one was
drop
merely
the phone
inspired
again,
by a
Jesus
commercial,
Christ.
the all-new sequel just is a commercial.
Skip ad. Nike skip
Who
ad.
you really are, notorious P.I.G.
Look at there.
What in the Matrix hell?
You could go like this for like 2 hours.
What? Skip,
Space
skip.
Jam 2, A New Legacy.
I
Since
enjoyed it. I don't
96,
know.
Warner Brothers has been searching for an athlete big enough to fill Michael Jordan's enormous jeans. And after waiting for decades, they shrugged and settled for LeBron James, the Michael Jordan of leaving for a better team.
Ran out of teams to play for?
He's a basketball icon who refuses to shut up and dribble. In fact, he'll say everything from what
What? What?
to what the
What the? What the? What the? What the?
to a tiny in a performance that uses the latest in practical and digital effects to fix his hairline.
Oh
MJ would never. Watch as a guy who's known for being electrifying on the court and a corny goofball off it is cast as a joyless grump who plays boring basketball.
Everything in between these 4 lines is work.
And when his son Dom gets kidnapped by his nemesis, a cleverly named villain will win the kid over by showing him all the love and encouragement he's missing at home, forcing the dad to round up a bunch of cartoonish misfits from a land where they don't age and convince them to help him fight back against the bad guy until he learns to let loose, have some fun, and believe he can fly. Bang-a-rank, bang-a-rank. Hey, can we just watch Hook instead? Don Cheadle co-stars as a slightly different kind of war machine, Algae Rhythm. He's got a plan to steal all of LeBron's social media followers. And, like, have fun with that, dude. He'll do it by kidnapping some of basketball's most available talent at the time of filming. All to beat
At the time
LeBron
of
at his son's
filming.
blatant NBA Jam ripoff. Plus, he wants to kill the Looney Tunes, I think? It gets kind of murky. Honestly, once the horny nuns and the Iron Giant showed up, I just tuned out and scanned the background for Easter eggs.
I know. I did the same thing. To be honest.
How do you do, fellow kids? It's the Looney Tunes. They may have peaked during the Korean War, but that won't stop them from doing all the latest memes of 2003. There's Bugs Bunny, who turns in a performance that can only be described as off-brand Bugs Bunny.
I'm a tune doc.
Oh,
And the
stop
return
this.
of Lola Bunny, a rabbit I'd like to flatter because of her strong work ethic. Yeah, that's it. But who cares about the Looney Tunes? This movie sure doesn't. What they really want to showcase is Warner's exciting catalog of properties that they've run into the ground. From the hit show that got ruined by its last 2 seasons,
Brandon of House Stark.
to the hit films that got ruined by their last 2 sequels.
Stop
Château
this.
Bourbourignon 1950.
Leave the Matrix alone. I love the
I love
Matrix.
French wine.
To the hit franchise that's being ruined by J.K. Rowling's last 2 brain cells.
Oh.
Honestly, this movie should have focused on Wile E. Coyote, if anyone. He put up 524 points in the final game. MVP!
MVP.
So enjoy the film equivalent of a genetic mistake begging to be put out of its misery. With a villain who embodies a creatively bankrupt movie studio, staffed by incompetent executives.
New idea from the algorithm. I'm listening.
Some of the greatest 2D animated characters of all time transformed into CGI freaks against their will.
Yeah, I don't know about that part. I was like, what?
And a
Why?
hero who
I
laments
actually
how
like that part.
corporations force
I prefer
IPs to
the
cross
like
over for
actual
cash.
They all know.
Ben does exactly that. But who cares? It's just a dumb kid's movie. As long as they have that Come On and Slam song in there, we'll call it even. Come on, slam, or no one will feel welcome at your jam. Starring Cleveland Steamer.
Stop
Say
this.
Doc again. I dare you.
Stop
Some
this.
fancy footwork, doc. Doc, 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 doc,
That's his
doc,
thing.
doc,
Don't judge his
Yeah,
thing.
oh, there we go.
What's up, doc?
Big Chungus. That's Big Chungus. Personal foul. Nice try, movie, but I'm also horny for solid basketball fundamentals. Helen M. LaDubbed James.
Sorry, don't get cross. Gotcha.
Come on, bro.
This character wasn't even in the script. Don just showed up on Molly and started talking like this.
So he wasn't even in the script. He showed up on
Child
the bar.
murderers. And a
Right.
woman who tortures and imprisons her disabled sister.
Right.
Good thing they cut Pepe Le Pew out of this movie.
Right? Like, what?
It's not TV. It's an ad for HBO.
Spoilers ahead.
So, you have a Space Jam sequel for me? Yes, sir, I do. And I figure we could get LeBron James in this one, and also really try to capture the spirit of the original. Oh, like in the sense that it was one of the most popular children's movies of its decade? No, in the sense that it was based on a commercial. Oh, gotcha. So what's it gonna be a commercial for? Ourselves. I like the sound of that. Yeah, I really want kids to finish this movie and turn to their parents and say, you know, Warner Bros. Entertainment Inc. really is my favorite multinational mass media and entertainment conglomerate. Seems realistic enough, yeah, so what's the plan? Oh, well, you know all the stuff we own? I'm familiar. We put it in the movie. We put it in the movie? We put it in the movie. Oh, very cool. What else are we gonna do? Oh, practically nothing else. Oh? Yeah, in pretty much every scene there's gonna be recognizable Warner Bros. Property, or someone's gonna say Warner Bros. Out loud. Amazing. Sounds like the cinematic equivalent of scrolling through our Wikipedia page. Exactly. So LeBron is trying really hard to get his kids to follow in his footsteps, right? But his son Dom likes making video games more than he likes playing basketball. Okay. And then one day LeBron and Dom are invited to Warner Bros. To meet with some studio executives. That's my job. Yeah, it is. Oh, I'm tight. Oh my God. Oh my God. Anyway, so the studio execs try to convince LeBron to leverage his fame and shove him into popular existing franchises as a kind of soulless revival cash grab kind of thing. That does sound like me. But he thinks it's a bad idea, so the algorithm behind the idea kidnaps him and his son. The algorithm? Yeah, see, the bad guy in this movie is this algorithm in the Warner Bros. Serververse called Algae Rhythm, and I figure we could get Don Cheadle to play him. Oh, he's great. Yeah, I mean, he's never been in a Warner Bros. Movie, so it's not confusing casting. Ocean's 11. It's okay, though. Nothing really matters. That's a good point. So anyway, the algorithm's whole thing is that he wants fame and recognition, and since LeBron turned his movie idea down, he's pissed. So what does he do? He challenges him to a game of basketball. I guess that's a logical step to take. It might be. So he kidnaps LeBron's son, and then he sends LeBron flying into the serververse, and he's like, ah! I mean, hopefully we could get a better scream out of him than that. We'll get whatever he gives us on the first take. He's a busy man. That's fair. And then for the next big chunk of the movie, he's gonna be animated. Why? So he can do a huge chunk of the movie in a single day in a sound booth instead of a full month on set. That's fair. So LeBron gets to Looney Tunes World, but Bugs Bunny's the only one there. How come? Well, because see, Algae Rhythm convinced all the other characters to go hang out on other planets. Why? Well, because this way we could go visit a bunch of our movies as they get recruited. But like, based on the story, why would he have done that? I just told you. Gotcha. So LeBron wants to get really strong characters to help the team, right? Like the Iron Giant and Superman and stuff. Smart. But Bugs Bunny just wants his friends back, so he starts flying to the planets they're on. So they visit our movies and our TV shows and things that we own? They do. They go to Harry Potter World, the Granny is in the Matrix, Elmer Fudd is in Austin Powers. Oh, that's exactly the kind of thing people go crazy for in the early 2000s. That is when I wrote these, and I haven't changed them a bit. So let's hope children today are really into that slow-mo Trinity scene from the Matrix, you know, in the late 90s. Fingers crossed. Oh, and also they end up face-to-face with the Justice League, but Daffy Duck did something silly, so when LeBron's like, do you guys play basketball? They just stare at him. But I mean, if LeBron really explains to them that his son's in danger, surely the Justice League would help. Oh, it's too late. We're already off to the next Warner Bros. Reference. Oh, okay, gotta keep moving, I guess. Yeah, you can't just stop the movie because the solution to the movie's main problem presents itself. True. So anyway, eventually it's time for the game, and Algae Rhythm has Dom playing on his team along with a bunch of other players they created together. How'd they do that? Well, see, Dom has this borderline magical scanning technology on his phone that he'd use to scan players into his game that he's making. How does he have that technology? Unclear. So then Algae brings virtually every single Warner Bros. Character into the audience of the game. I mean, Game of Thrones people are there, Pennywise the Clown. Okay, are these characters gonna be like in character? Kind of, but also really interested in watching the game and also kind of dancing but interacting with each other too. Oh, this raises a ton of questions. Yeah, I know. Please don't ask any of them. Oh, okay, I won't. Yeah, all you really need to know is that it's gonna look like a sea of cosplayers going to their first Comic-Con and not quite nailing the whole thing yet. Got it. And then Al's gonna use Dom's technology to also scan in a bunch of people from the real world. Oh, he is? Yeah. If he was just looking for recognition, wouldn't zapping a bunch of real people into a computer accomplish that? I mean, why even play basketball? basketball at this point. Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay, then let's just skip the basketball in this Space Jam movie then. Well, no, there should be some basketball. Then I'm gonna need you to get all the way off my back about this guy's plan. Oh, okay, let me get off of that thing. So then he reveals that if LeBron loses this game, everybody's gonna get trapped in the serververse forever. Oh no, everybody must be terrified. They are terrified, and then Dom enters, so they all cheer for him. But if he wins, they all get stuck in the serververse forever. Yeah, they all cheer anyway for some reason. Oh, okay. So then the game starts, and the Goon Squad scores over 1,000 points, because you get points for style and stuff, whatever. How does the scoring system work? No idea. It's just gonna be all over the place. Oh, it's gonna be hard for the Yannis to feel any stakes if the scoring is arbitrary. Actually, yep. Okay. Then we're gonna take a little break so Porky Pig can rap battle no one. Sure, that may as well happen. It's gonna. And so LeBron's son doesn't feel bad at all that if he wins, he'll trap thousands of people and ruin their lives? Nope. Oh, interesting. And we're also gonna have the characters say things like, well, that happened, and Granny's gonna say, haters gonna hate. Grannies don't say that. I know. And then there's a guy who can slow down time, so he uses that power to do that Quicksilver thing from X-Men, except, you know, extremely derivative and not as good. If he can do that, why doesn't he just do that constantly? Oh, well, he's gonna try to do it again later, but he can't, because Granny's from the Matrix. All right, man. So then eventually Bugs Bunny's gonna sacrifice himself by doing this glitchy move that leads to him getting deleted, but it allows the good team to win. Very brave. Yeah, and so then everybody goes back to the real world. So are there any consequences for Warner Bros. For creating an algorithm that almost trapped thousands of people inside a server? Nope, that's what I like to hear. And then Bugs Bunny gets deleted and dies. Oh, very sad. It's gonna be hard to end on a happy note with Bugs Bunny dying. Actually, it's gonna be super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Oh, really? Yeah, back up on Earth, Bugs Bunny shows up next to LeBron, and he's fine. What? How? I don't care. Okay, how did he get to the real world? Unclear, but he brings all the Looney Tunes with him. Well, what's the explanation for how all that happened? Well, sir, the movie's over now, so don't worry about that. Oh, okay, I won't. So what do you think? Well, it sounds like a ton of fun, although I do think maybe we should keep Pepe Le Pew out of this movie. That character's now kind of, yeah, I guess that makes sense, but other than that, every WB character's fair game. I don't see why not.
Right? Like, I don't get why they cut that Pepe Le Pew. Why would you?
Why do I feel like he was in it, right? Wasn't
No,
he? No,
he didn't cut him. He was supposed to be in it.
but wasn't he like cancelled or whatever?
Yeah, he was cancelled because of don't mind Jeff. He was cancelled because they were trying to say he was a rapist, right?
Yeah, yeah. No, I remember that because he was trying to kiss the other
The
one
cat?
without- yeah.
It was all nonsense. I've said it a million times. It was supposed to be like that, but they kept in so many other people, especially It the Clown, and take out Pepe Le Pew. This was funny. This was so funny. I like this one a lot. So quick disclaimer, Ali already seen the pitch meeting for it. She already saw the reaction for it. So I am picking Honest Trailer. I really prefer the Honest Trailer one. And
Thank God, because pitch meeting's gonna win.
let's see, we're gonna put it to a vote, guys. Go to the community page, vote which one was better, Pitch Meeting or Honest Trailer on Space Jam. If you're new and you're watching, welcome. What we do here is everything new with gaming, funny reaction videos and movies. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Check out our other community pages. Both of them were pretty fun and I really did enjoy it. My name is Will.
I'm Allie.
We have the little one here, and don't forget, guys. Where there's a will, there's a way. Stay golden, and thank you for watching.
Bye.